Hi and welcome to this Key Learning Initiative video. Today's topic is straight line geometry and we're looking at angles around a point. Before we get going, please remember to join my channel if you haven't already, to share this video and to like this video so that more and more people can watch it. But let's get going with today's video. So, we've got a bit of an explanation as we start this. Let's have a look. There we have a straight line. Now, if we go all the way around and back to where you started, it was 360 degrees. Just like a circle, 360 degrees. Alright, so the sum of the angles around a point is 360 degrees. Alright, and that's what we're dealing with today. Now when we're doing geometry, we have an abbreviation for that, and there's two options. Either one is correct. You can choose which one you want to use. So angles around a point, or PT, and then angles in a revolution. It means the same thing. Let's look at some examples and see how we do this. So, example 1. Determine the magnitude or the size of y. So we want y. How big is y? How do we do this? Well, if we think about it, if I add all the angles together around a point, it must come to 360 degrees. So, in other words, y plus 210 must equal 360 degrees. So how do we know this statement? Well, it's our rule that we've just talked about. And when we write a statement like this in geometry, we have to give a reason for it. And so our reason why y plus 210 degrees equals 360 degrees is angles around a point. Now we want to find out what y is. And now we go to basic equations. To get y by itself, we have to subtract 210 from both sides. So that means I get y equals, and then 360 minus 210 will give us 150 degrees. Let's look at another example. Example 2. Determine the magnitude or size of the reflex angle ABC. Alright, so statement and reason, this is how we set it out. If we look at it, we have two possible angles there. We have one that's 29 and one that we don't know. They both can be called angle ABC, but the question says the size of the reflex angle ABC, and so that's the one that's bigger than 180 degrees. So let's get going. My statement, we can say angle ABC, the one we're looking at, plus 29 equals 360 degrees. Have a look. The whole thing added together equals 360 degrees. How can I say that, or why can I say that? Well, angles around a point. Excellent statement, reason, and now we need to get angle ABC by itself. So on the left hand side, we have to get rid of that plus 29 degrees. To do that, we use our basic equations. So plus 29 degrees, to get rid of it, we subtract 29 degrees from both sides. That means I get angle ABC equals, and then 360 minus 29 gives me 331 degrees. Example 3. Determine the magnitude or the size of O1. And now we don't have two angles, we've got three. There's our statement and reason structure. Now we know that if we add all of the angles together, it must come to 360 degrees. In other words, if I add O1 and I go plus 75 plus 152, that must equal 360 degrees. If I add all the angles, it must come to 360 degrees. My reason? Angles around a point. Alright, now I use my equations to get O1 by itself. So O1 plus and 75 plus 152 gives us 227, and that equals 360 degrees. Now let's figure out what O1 is. So to do that, we subtract 227 degrees from both sides, and so I have O1 equals 133 degrees. Example 4. And now we introduce a little bit of algebra into our geometry. Let's have a closer look. Determine the magnitude or size of x. And now we have 3x and a 2x. One angle is 3x and one angle size is 2x, and they want us to figure out what the size of x is. So, statement and reason. We know that if we add all the angles around a point together, it must come to 360 degrees. So 3x plus 2x will give you 360 degrees. All of the angles around a point added together will give you 360 degrees. Very nice. What is my reason? Well, my reason is angles around a point. Now we solve for x. 3x plus 2x is 5x, and that equals 360 degrees. Now I don't want 5x, I want just x, so I divide each side by 5, and so I get x equals 72 degrees. 360 divided by 5 is 72. And that's our last example. So thank you for watching this Key Learning Initiative video on straight line geometry, where we're looking at angles around a point. If you haven't already, please remember to subscribe to my channel, to like and share the video so that more and more people can watch it. I hope this has been very helpful. Have a great day.